What's going on? What's going on? Which y'all already know what it is, man. It's TK the Poet. You already know. So you ain't got to. Oh, that was kind of loud. I came in hot real quick. But hold up, let me remix that, man. Hey, it's your boy TK the Poet. You already know, so you ain't got to quote it. And if I spoke it, you already know what they mean. Y'all wrote it. We here. It's another Saturday. Look, we're blessed to be on the other side, man. So I'm gonna give all thanks to the Most High before we go ahead and get started. So, hey, July 12th, Poetry Life League. Oh, my bad. Poetry Life League. It's going down July 12th. We got our 24 poets. That's right. That's right. We have our 24 poets that's going to be in the league. Look, it's going to be exciting. Like July 12th, we have, different poets from all across the United States. We have Louisiana, we got Chicago, we have North Carolina, we got Missouri, we have Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, California, Florida. Look, we they all over. So and this is the first time this ever happened. Now you didn't have poetry slams, you didn't have open mics, but it ain't never been a league where these poets are going against another poet. It's not they ain't trying to stab each other in the back. They ain't trying to disrespect each other. It's one poem versus another poem. It's all about skill. It's not about, can I talk down on this person? This is not battle rap. No. This is Poetry Life League, where we're gonna see where your pen game at. So, it's gonna be very exciting. So I can't wait till this really happen because it's different poets and came up on a platform. They didn't spit their poem. They didn't went live. They didn't, we didn't laugh, cried, and all this on this podcast to get here, get to this moment where July 12th is going down. 24 poets across the United States are gonna go at it to see who's gonna be champion of poetry life. It's gonna be amazing, y'all. Y'all tune in. Also, wait, I forgot one major thing. We're gonna have a draft. We're gonna have a draft. We're gonna see which teams that these poets gonna be drafted to. Are they gonna be on the Red Dragons because they spit fire? Or are they gonna be on the Living Legends? Or are they gonna be on Diagnosis? Or are they gonna be on Bold Words? We don't know, but we're gonna figure out who these poets gonna be and where they gonna be and what they gonna rep. So yes, the draft is going down in 2 weeks, and you'll see all the Hey, it's gonna be a show. So y'all tune in and stay live. But before we get back into the other stuff, man, I gotta bring some of these poets up that's gonna be in the league. My first poet I want to bring up is Brandon B. Brandon B. What's going on?
So what's up? What's up? Yo, we out here. We out here again. Stay with the poems. We stay with the poems. So I figured I'd hit y'all with a piece.
Okay.
And yeah, it's Jonas some bars. I've called this before. I've called this a Super Saiyan love poem.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Well, before you get into that, tell the people who you are and where you from, and what's your social media handles that.
I'm Brandon Basile on Facebook. Brandon Lamar Basile on Facebook. I'm a poet, guitarist, and a DJ. Most recently, DJing now and play video games a lot too. That has been a professional endeavor as well.
Oh,
But I do things. I've been writing for a long time, studied to teach English, and yeah, so I got a lot of thought behind my poems and such.
okay.
But yeah, I'm on. I got books on Amazon. Books. Some of these poems. I think one of these poem I'm about to do is from one of my books that's already published. Books
Okay.
on Amazon and some stuff on SoundCloud. And we on TikTok as DJ Quote Boy 13. You can find me on there. And I forget my Instagram is Indigo1323, I believe. Last I checked.
Okay.
I forget. You know, we just continue on creating, and
No,
it'll all sort itself out by the time I'm gone. By the
okay.
time I'm gone.
Okay.
But
So
yeah. I'm
What?
coming from the East Coast, Virginia, right now.
Okay.
But we
VA. Okay.
coming from Carolina also, and learned some stuff
Mm.
from New York and DC as well. So shout out to them, and shout out to the Caribbeans. We'll do that
Okay.
too. So much love.
Representing DMV. Okay.
Oh yeah, and
So,
I
I got a question real quick. So,
what up?
tell me what makes up the DMV because I hear that a lot. Like, what really makes up the DMV?
MV is the Department of Motor Vehicles. Duh. What you mean? What are you talking about? Nah, the DMV is well, I believe it is DC, Maryland, and Virginia, but
Mm,
some people say it's Delaware,
mm,
Maryland, Virginia also. I mean, they all kind of close.
right,
Lord knows, is DC really a real place anyways?
right.
What does it even exist? Uh, let some folks, DC ain't even a real state, so it would have to be Delaware.
Right.
But yeah,
Oh,
hey, DC gave me some vibes too. Go Go, shout out to Go Go Music. I'm playing some Go Go DJing earlier today. Need to get some more Go Go, more fact or talk. Shout out, yeah, DC gave me plenty vibes. Shoot, man, I still remember I saw a step team doing a step routine, but it was to the rhythm of like go-go drums. That joint was hard. But that stuff it's a place for that stuff in the poetry world.
okay.
Also, the rhythms that we learn from the drums and
Mm,
such, and how much of that is in hip hop, but also musicality and language. It's just how we be talking, especially poets be getting real fly with their language and musicality and talk and such and stuff. There's a lot that we can learn from the instruments
okay.
about being musical also.
But
Um,
hey, before we get too deep into this, let me bring up another poet real quick, man. Let me bring up a young electrifying poet, man, from Chicago, man. He go by K Spaz, K Spaz, K Spaz. What's going on with you, man?
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal?
Hey, man, tell the people who you are and where you're from, and where they can find you on social media, man.
I'm Case Spraz from Chicago, 26. And you can catch me on TikTok and you can catch me on Instagram at underscore K Spaz. That's one underscore KSPAZZ. That's me. K
Okay,
Spaz.
okay. Hey man, look, we got another poet in the building. Hey, we had the most beautifully lovely Miss Shorty Rock in the building, man. Shorty Rock, Shorty Rock. Hey, what's going on, Shorty?
Greetings and salutations, gentlemen.
How you doing? Tell the people who you are and where you're from and where they can find you at.
I am Shorty Rock, hailing out of North Carolina, and you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube under Poet Shorty Rock.
Um, Shorty Rock. There we go. There we go. But it's Saturday. We trying to get into some poetry. But I got a couple of topics that I wanted to talk about real quick. Some uncomfortable truth. Hey, K Spaz, man. Shorty Rock is in the building. See the grace us with her beauty and her presence, man.
I've
How
been
how are
I've
you
been
guys
in
all
a few
feeling
other
tonight?
rooms with Shorty Rock before. I remember
Okay.
I was in a clubhouse room with her some time ago, but I mean, she probably be on there a bit more often. But it was a minute ago. Now, not a whole minute, about maybe two months or so. It was on Clubhouse. I was on Clubhouse earlier today too, though, for real though. But the vibes be going around. I seen her
Look.
around before though. She delivers some great eroticism.
Mm. Look, boy, Shorty Rock be around, man. She's out there, man. She's a star, man. She be on multiple platforms, man. You can catch her everywhere.
Thank you.
Shorty Rock. But how y'all been doing this weekend though? Has it been vibrant? Have y'all been having the energy? Has it been a good day? I mean, we alive and well. How y'all weekend go?
My weekend was straight. My weekend was straight. I stepped way outside of my comfort zone. Uh, writing a piece yesterday.
Mm.
I let some people hear it last night, and yeah, uh, yeah, that was dope. I had my daughter. That was dope. So yeah, my weekend kicked off perfect.
I
Okay.
want to hear this piece.
Yeah,
I
we gotta
said,
hear it.
I said, I want to hear this piece.
Do you got
You
it to
you would
spit it?
hear you would hear it. I'm not by my laptop right now, so I ain't gonna be able to do it till I get to the house. But you would definitely hear it.
Okay, so then why tell us about it if you ain't gonna share? Ew.
It's called suspense. It's
And
what?
no, it's called don't tell if you ain't gonna share.
No. I got to build up the suspense.
No, that's called letdown. That's what that's called. Ew, you're acting like wait, who does that the most? Oh, women. Oh,
Don't do that, Shorty Rock.
She trying to say you acting like a bitch is what
Whoa!
you mean.
Hold up!
I
Hold
I
up!
read between the lines. I
Hold up!
uh, but he gonna be there if he don't deliver with the poem. If he don't show up with it.
Hey, we didn't say that. Shorty Rock. That
he
was
said that. He said
I
that.
said that. Did I say
He
that?
said that.
I
He
thought
said that.
whatever.
He said that. That was all him. That was him. I didn't say that. I'm innocent.
look.
My weekend been going good so far. Myself, shoot, what I do yesterday? I plan on chilling. Hey, I got off work. We got off work 2 hours early yesterday. Chilled out. I got a ticket yesterday. Got like 3 tickets at once. So I was it was a bit shaky, but I chilled out, and then I say I took it because I got 2 tickets. I mean, got tickets yesterday. I said today I had to make sure that I went over here and DJ at this farmer's market.
Mm.
So I just pulled up over there. I said, "Yo, can I DJ?" I chill like, "Yo, what up? Like, what up?" And she was like, you need a power? Do you need this?" That? I said, "Man, I don't need nothing. I just need to pull up. I need you to pull up. Let me say it." And then so I pulled up and I DJ for 3 hours. And so some dude gave me $5. Put $5 in my hand. People came over and asked for business cards. I ain't have a business cards. I'm sitting at the computer right now at Fiverr. So I'm looking at getting some business cards made so I can have them ready for next weekend. But I mean,
Hell
I
no.
say I got speeding tickets, so that be nigga, you gotta hustle. You better get your money up.
Okay, so wait. So you got a speeding ticket?
Yeah, I got 3 tickets at once
So
because
wait. So a speeding ticket. So see what had happened was what was the story behind that? We
uh,
need the rest of the story on that one.
I was
See,
I was
wait. See, this one wasn't safe from me at all. So you ain't safe from this one from me at all either. So see what had happened was spill the
I
tea.
was rushing trying to blow low B for real. There is a bit of a story.
Spill the
The
tea.
jobs, the restaurants, it's like the job I work at. It's at a small town area, and there's 2 restaurants in the town.
Hmm.
Both of them were closed yesterday.
Wait, what state are you in? First off,
Virginia.
it explains a lot right there.
Yeah,
That
right.
explains a lot right there, right
You
off the bat.
know,
That explains a
know
lot.
that.
That
But
explains a lot.
but me, I'm glad you asked because I was mad. Like, yo, because of the daggone, y'all gonna choose close both y'all stores on the same day. Cats can't get lunch. I had to drive to a whole nother town over, and then was trying to hurry and get back. Everybody else was late too. Shit, for real. But everybody else was late too. They was, and so I mean, shit, man. I was trying. Look at me trying to be a good, hard worker and be back on time.
And
You
what
get 3 tickets.
Oh, because my inspection was bad and the fucking headlight was busted too. I thought the headlight was straight. I knew the inspection was bad. I tried to get an inspection last week. I just went in and he was like, "Yo, you ain't gonna pass because the headlight." I was like, "I didn't know this. This was new to me, for real." I mean, maybe I'm stupid, but I mean, I ain't know it. I mean, I just tried to get an inspection last week. I thought it was gonna be straight, and then they said nah. So, and then I get a ticket for the inspection a week later. You know, timing, perfect timing, huh?
No, that's called Murphy's Law.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what that's called, Murphy's Law.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever the fuck can go wrong will go the fuck wrong.
Inspection been bad since last July.
Yeah, that's called Murphy's Law. That's what that's called. That's Murphy's Law.
Yeah, you're right.
You were running around long enough for that shit to finally catch up to you. That's Murphy's Law.
I mean,
that's all it is.
So break that down. What is Murphy Law?
Murphy's Law. Whatever can go wrong will go the fuck wrong.
Yeah. I be seeing it all the time too, yo. I see that.
That's all it is whatever can go wrong will go the fuck wrong.
Will go wrong. It be going wrong too. Things be going wrong.
So how do you know things gonna go wrong?
No, it's whatever can go wrong will go the fuck wrong. It's the inevitable.
Yeah, well, it's
the inevitable.
If you know it can go wrong. Take steps to prepare in the opposite direction. Because you know, especially if you know it, you see it can go wrong. If you could see it, it probably very much will. So, you know, try to anticipate it and go the opposite direction. You know.
Little things that you can do to avoid stupid things.
Yeah.
You do certain things to avoid stupid shit all the time. Like little things to avoid. You know, you always put your seatbelt on because that's the stupidest ticket in the world. You don't want to get hit with a stupid ticket. That's the stupidest ticket in the world to get hit with.
Yeah,
that's why you put your seatbelt on, because you don't want to get hit with that stupid ass ticket.
Yeah.
It's what, $150 for what? Being a dumbass? The fuck out of here.
I feel you.
I'm good. I'm good on that one.
Yeah, I'm good on that one too.
For $150 for being a dumbass, I'm good.
Yeah, hopefully for my tickets, they might they'll probably, once I get the inspection and the headlight fixed, it'll be fine. But yeah.
Look, I gotta ask y'all a question since y'all talk about Murphy Law. The Megan Thee Stallion, you know, in the Tory Lane, like,
nope, don't know anything about it. Don't ask me shit.
So look, so
Megan Law is something else. Megan Law is different.
So, you know, since I talk about Megan Law, you know, I'm like, you know, lied, and there's videotapes that you hear her voice saying, I hope we don't go to jail. And they asking her, did she get shot? And she said no. Then they asked, what happened to your foot? She said, I stepped on some glass.
I don't know, man.
So where did the dance come in at?
Hey, listen here. I plead the fifth. I know nothing. I got nothing to do with that shit. Ain't nothing to do with me.
I'm like, so y'all locked this man up. And Tory, why did you not say nothing? Why did you didn't fight back? You just lay down and took it, just let it happen? What are we doing? Like, I don't know, man.
Hey, listen here. My name Bennett. I ain't in it. I got plausible deniability. I don't know shit. That's how I'm sticking with my story. I don't know a goddamn thing.
That should have tossed up. Because that shit is a toss up like a motherfucker. I mean, I wanted to support Megan and you know, people listening to a woman that has been victimized, wanting to listen and all, but if it turned out that it was completely opposite, you know, that does a lot
Should
for.
she go to jail though?
I imagine she should. I mean, legally, that's falsifying a crime of some sort. I imagine. I don't know the proper term. I do
Asking
it's legal.
you're asking if a woman should go to jail for lying in court.
Yes, she should definitely go to jail.
Wait. Are you asking if a woman should go to jail for lying on a stand? Is that what you're asking me?
I mean,
Wait. Did you just ask me? Are you asking me if someone went into a courthouse, put their hand on a Bible, and under oath in front of a judge, and said, "I solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and tell a lie"?
But do you believe it?
Wait. Are you telling me that that's what they did under penalty of law?
Right.
Swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and then turn around and say a lie?
Look.
And wait. Is that what you're telling me? Or is that what you're telling me? Legally. Is that what you're telling me? No, stop. I'm asking a very stupid question. TK, I'm asking a very stupid question because my brain doesn't understand English.
Okay. Go on.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
All right, then no, stop asking me stupid questions.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what my brain doesn't seem to understand. Because see, I asked the question completely understandably. Under penalty of law, if I walk into a courthouse, I do solemnly swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the God blessed truth. Anything else is held under the word contempt of court and can be held under penalty of perjury.
So, do you think everybody that played a part in this should go to jail?
Yeah.
Excuse me. That's what the rule is. That's what the rule is. So that means anybody and everybody who told the effing lie should be held under the truth, under the rule of the law. So that means if you lied, sorry, get the book thrown at your stupid ass and get locked the fuck up. Hey, get locked the fuck up. Yeah, bye. Line up and get your ass thrown in jail. Get some bracelets and go.
Even the doctor.
Sorry, judge, lawyer, everybody, line the fuck up. Bye, bitch. Bye.
That's tough.
Bye, bitch. Bye.
I mean, you know, they're gonna have to prove that motherfuckers was lying.
Bye,
bitch. Prove that everybody was fucking lying. I haven't heard the new video or the new audio.
If it's good enough for our black asses, it's good enough for their asses.
Look, it was on.
I'm going on mute now.
Dash cam, whatever. Body cam. She was sitting on the ground. She was like, "I hope we're not going to jail. This is gonna look bad for my image. I can't have this on my record." Then I asked her, so what happened to your foot? She's like, "I stepped on some glass." And so they're like, who got shot? And she's like, "No one got shot. There was no one got shot." So it's like you're admitting on the body cam, but in court, them to say Tory Lanez said dance, bitch, dance.
Well, I mean, however the shot happened, maybe she was trying to not have him or whoever go to jail. I mean, but then when it came down to it, look, I got to tell the truth about what the fuck happened, and if he did it, he did it. I mean, but if he didn't, I heard they saying that it supposedly was a girl, her best friend, her gun fired.
Yeah, and they said he didn't even have no gun residue on him, so he couldn't have shot the gun.
Gunpowder residue. See, this is why I don't do stuff online, because this is why stuff don't get put online, because stuff like this gets leaked back around the world, and no. See, this is why we don't do stuff online, because nope. I'm going back on mute. It's not safe.
It's a lot of opinion. That's a lot of opinion in that. But yeah, I hope the proper criminal gets proper punishment.
But you know what though? This is what I'm gonna say about this, and we're gonna move on to some more, enlightened things. The entertainment world is evil. Cause there's some real evil shit. I ain't gonna hold you. That's some real evil shit that's going on. Someone's innocent, someone then got put in prison. Now he didn't got stabbed up. They done stabbed him up. He almost lost his life over a lie. If it's a lie, allegedly, if it's a lie, you
I'm
done
gonna
damn
say
near lost your life.
I'm gonna say maybe God wanted him to get locked up. Maybe God wanted all this to happen in his story. Maybe he deserved to get stabbed up 14 times. For whatever reason, in the eyes of God, God wanted that man to get stabbed up 14 times in a jailhouse. God wanted him to end up in a jailhouse. And Tory Lanez, I believe his father is a pastor.
Mm-hmm. That is
So
yeah.
talk about evil. Which side is which is evil? Ain't none of your business. Ain't none of our business. How and why this man ended up in the situation that he in. I mean, cause it's a
Look,
which side.
okay.
I thought I was on the side. I thought Megan was the side of righteousness, and now we saying that the side of righteousness, the motherfucker who got stabbed up 14 times. I mean,
So
man,
look,
like,
look. This is an uncomfortable, true question. Can the world tell us that we have to be good individuals? The Bible tell us that we have to be good individuals. Society tell us that we have to be good individuals. But everything around us is corrupt. So can you be good in a corrupt system? Can you be 100% good in a corrupt
No,
system?
no,
not 100%.
no, no. You can't. You can't.
So you're gonna have to have good and evil, right?
You have to have the yin and the yang because you have to balance each other out. Because at the same time, you're gonna run into a lot of ugly shit that you're gonna see. And you have to balance it out because you're gonna have to do ugly things in order to make it good. Unfortunately,
I mean, yeah, that is the truth.
you're gonna just the same. You're gonna have to do bad things in order to be good.
Yeah. Because I mean, if I look at the government, man, how they lie.
Oh,
I mean, you might have to do some bad things for some good reasons.
yeah, exactly. You might have to be the bad guy in order to be the good guy.
So I mean,
Not all
The
good
good
guys
guy is a
know.
bad guy to somebody.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes the bad guy is really the good guy. You've got a bad impression. You look like the bad guy, but you're actually the good guy. Look at the Hulk. Look at some of the bad guys. They're really, really good guys. Batman. He looks like the worst bad guy in the world, and he's the
Yes,
best
he
guy. He's
does.
the best bad guy in the
He,
world.
he does. He does
Best
look like a
bad
very
guy.
frightening person.
mm,
He's the best bad guy in the world to have.
Yeah, true indeed. True indeed. Right on.
Like, look at some of the characters from The Boys. They are like the worst bad guys to ever have, but they're the best bad guys to have.
but you know what
Like,
though?
just
Let me
saying.
let me say this. People call me the villain. People say I'm a bad guy because I speak my mind and I keep it a dollar. And some people say, "Oh, you're just so insensitive. You don't care about people's feelings and emotions. You just say whatever you want to say." I just keep it a dollar. I'm not gonna play with nobody. I just, hey, I can't do it. So, people say I'm the bad guy, but it's okay about it. I feel good about being the villain because you know why? Nobody never played with the Joker. They played with
Except
Bat.
Batman.
They played with Batman. They tested Batman. They never just tested it. They didn't just go over there and say, "Oh, we're gonna mess with the Joker today." No, they tested Batman. They respected the Joker. Like so I'm cool about being the villain. I'm alright with it. Yeah. What is y'all cool about being a villain, or you still want to be Batman?
And
I
listen,
mean,
I don't care about being a bad guy. Okay.
I'll say about being. Sometimes I would hope that if you being the villain, it's because you got to be real. and being real sometimes require you to be the villain because you're speaking the truth that some people don't want to hear. But I will say sometimes not every situation requires you to be that truthful. Not every situation requires you to be 100% truthful to the point where you hurting somebody else's feelings.
Well, I mean, come on. Why is that? Why we can't be truthful and people just it is what it is. Like,
Well, I
why you
mean,
gonna be hurt
it
by the
is
truth?
sometimes it is what it is, but it's like that person already knows what it is, so you can soften the blow if you know that they already know. I mean, because it's like I don't have to hit you to get my point across, to get across to the point that I'm trying to get to. I don't have to. I might gotta, step past you, but I ain't gotta hit you with the shoulder to get
So
over there where I'm trying to get to.
you have to, you know, turn it down just to make people feel okay. Why we just can't tell like, look, you stink. We
Well,
oh,
I
we,
mean, well,
we gotta go. You know what today? I know the smell is kind of little. No, dude, you stink. You need to go take a shower. Here's some soap, whatever. You need to take care of that.
I mean, because you gotta have a little more care when you're talking to people. Because, bro, I'm saying this
Normal
because
people.
on the real, I've used, especially even in the poetry realm, I've been the one. I have a female on me that is being bitchy and biting at everybody, and I'm having to mediate for her all the time, every time, and things like that. I mean, and it come down to like, yo, you ain't gotta be 100%. Every situation will require you to be your 100% self. It ain't about you. Why you gotta make it about you? Like you gotta get your point across. Like I got to tell them. I got to tell them how I really feel. Who gives a fuck how you really feel?
But
It ain't about you. I mean, you trying to build a community and shit. You ain't trying to tell who you mad at.
so we can't tell the truth.
I mean, you can tell the truth. I mean, but tell the truth as much as it requires. I mean, especially we talk about revolution and oppression. Tell more than the truth, motherfucker. But if you're dealing with some people closely, might want to be sensitive to their feelings when and keep it real with them without having to step on their toes and shit.
Why? For what? Break their fucking toes.
I mean,
Fuck them.
not everybody need their toes
Break
stepped
their
on
fucking
all the
toes. Who
time.
gives a fuck
I
about their
mean,
toes?
how,
Fuck
how
them.
hard you gotta step on your grandmama's toes? How
I'm
long
I'm
you?
sorry. I'm sorry. My grandparents is dead. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. Fuck
What
their
about your
bosses.
daughter, your kids? I mean,
They know how to wash their feet.
well, I mean, you want to keep it real with them,
You
but
better cook
but
your
it's like
toes.
you ain't got to beat a horse till it's to
So too. I done dragged
and
them. Listen, I done dragged horses to the water and told them to drink. They don't know how to drink. I'm gonna stuff them in the water. Fuck
I
them.
mean, once the dead horse is dead, you ain't got to keep beating the horse
No, I'm gonna
as
leave them
much
in
as
the
we
lake.
see that
I'm
the
gonna
bitch
leave
is
their goofy
dead
behind.
there in the
I'm gonna leave
water.
them in the water. If they can't figure it out, fuck them.
Ruthless, man.
Kick their asses out there. Stay
Shorty
in the
Rock,
ditch.
good? You good? You good, Shorty Rock? You cool?
Yeah, she seems like she don't like horses. She got something bone to pick on.
But you know what? This is what I say. People don't care about the truth. They don't care about the truth. They only care about what it looks like at the moment. People care about perception. They don't care about the truth. They only
People care about what?
people only care about perception. They don't care about the truth. The truth don't matter. The truth don't even really exist. It's about what you perceive, what you can prove.
I mean, yeah.
Ain't ain't this what America is based off? Ain't America based off our perception, not the truth?
Pretty much. Or how they can manipulate it, twist it
I mean,
around.
let's keep it a dollar.
I'm just saying it. How they can manipulate it, how they can twist it, make you see what they want. I don't know.
Ain't we built off of beautifully lies?
Uh,
Don't break my heart, tell me beautiful. See, that's what you want people to do. You want people to tell you beautiful lies, Brandon. Why is that? Why you want people to tell you beautiful lies?
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Have we done any poetry yet, TK?
Oh yeah, I mean we finna get into support. We were just talking, kicking up dust until
Well, I'm saying I don't know. We've been up for about 35 minutes. I don't know. Did he do any poetry yet, or
oh
we did?
he has to be the first person to grace the stage.
Well, I'm
You know,
saying.
you know,
I'm just saying we haven't done no poetry yet. We ain't even kicked the night off yet with one poem. We gotta bless the stage with one.
hey, Shorty Rock, you so
I'm
right. I
ready
thank
whenever.
you. I appreciate you.
I'm
Brandon.
just, I'm just saying we can't bless the stage with one. We got to open the night with one. We can't. We got to have one to have the stage. We got to do the stage right. We got to have it to open. We got to have the stage
You
closed
right.
with some poetry. We can't be doing the stage like this. That's disrespectful. It's
My
Poetry Life League. We got to have a routine. We got four poets up here, and we didn't even start the night off right. I'm sorry.
you right. We was talking. We got too deep in the
We,
conversation,
we,
but
we need to have some order here. We need to have some order here, people.
you know what? It's on you, Brandon. You hold on. Let me give you center stage real quick, man. And Brandon, go ahead and do what you do, man.
All
It's
right.
on you.
Bet that. Let's get it. This poem is I've called this poem a Super Saiyan love poem. This is called Turn Up. I want something that sounds like a ruby necklace knocking on your window. Hey, I see you. Baby, damn, I see you. See through the smoke, see your shining shimmer of hope, a jewel of rose gold. Diamond dust kissed crimson, a flower of flame to be touched tenderly, caressed as a queen. I see you. Firebird fighting to be free, just as sweet as she wanna be. Rebirth riding in the roundness of her bottom lips. I would bend time smooth as fingertips over backbones to get you home. You would never be alone. I've always been one for truces, so how about I'll teach you spades if you teach me deuces? I can kidnap you away from the sex-starved fiends to come live with me and be my queen. Come to church with a hood nigga. Pray to God on my knees, but got degrees and a good nigga. Not a thief, but I steal your heart because it's sweet. Leave your ex-man lost in the street, dude wondering why his wife missing, because it's you that I'm seeing inside my night vision. Baby, we can love like we're in a world all alone, lost in our own zone, and everyone else will only be able to watch along. The world will hate us because we love each other. We shine together, speak in sync to say we rhyme together. If my shine blinds like you're blind, then imagine the treasures we can find together. Ain't your legs tied? You've been shaking that behind in my mind all day, so take your heels off. Come into my bedroom and let's play. For heaven's sake, why would you want to wait? Some levees breaking, niggas is eating each other's face. We could both be gone by daybreak. Can't you see the difference a day makes? You and me can run the streets, then come home to play in the sheets. All your secrets I will keep, and always be sure to kiss your body sweet. Timelessly touch your tender to make your body sing. I've been told to be delicate with the angels, so I'll be especially gentle with your wings. Rub you down, love you down, praise as a queen worthy of a crown. Girl, I'll show you off to the whole town. I'll be a rugged Romeo, romance and roughness. Give you my heart and never be apart. Steady as drum over hi-hat. Wherever you go, that's where I'm at. Love you flaws and all pink pictures of us holding palm to palm. Caress fingertip over your chest while pressing you against the wall. Kiss your lips to take you into my arms. Get the room so hot, might even set off a fire alarm. Then hold each other close with the lights off or the lights on. Listening to Josh Stone or some other smooth kind of night song. I'll graffiti my love on your walls flawlessly in beauty without apology. I'll kidnap you to wrap you in diamonds and pearls. You could be my love-studded princess, the queen of my world. I've been told that I can talk too loud, and heavy earrings can weigh the mind down. So I put 2 earrings on my wall, a goddess and a god, stars shining in unity. Then covered the wall in jewelry, stones from frozen mountains, gems from the richest riverbeds, and arranged them in a galaxy. So that if you ever get mad at me, if my words should fail and cause you to lock inside your shell, you have a sight to see how rightfully I'd like to speak. Speaks to sleep. The sun lights the path for our love. Follow down the red brick road, the gawkers point envy at the doves to find the unity between their souls. Rust caused cogs to run ragged, burnt as rubber, trying to rival the romance of these beautiful lovers. Shooting stars over rows of parked cars, star-crossed like tossing 4-leaf clovers over your shoulders. We'll be the light of love for the hopeless and hopefuls to get over. A love legendary enough to lift 2 footprints to 1 and then 3. Summer tunes and red moons, a walk by the sea, a kiss fresh as the foam of midnight waves crashing against the shore from the first to the last date. Always a pinky promise to never break. But wait, who am I kidding? I'm just dangling bait that you ain't ever gonna take. Poem.
Man, that was fire.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Man. Did you read that, or did you? Was that by memory?
That time I was reading it, but I had that one memorized before.
Okay,
real.
That was amazing. You even reading like that, because it seemed like you was doing it off of memory.
Yeah, you know, you guys remember some of the rhythms, flows and all, but yeah, that's an old piece though.
Okay, so look, you know, for the new poets that's just coming on the platform, we have to dive in a little bit into who Brandon is. So, you know, how did you find your style, your rhythm in poetry? Or before you answer that question, how did poetry find you?
Shoot, man. I mean, I had a speech impediment. I had a speech impediment, and then I needed something to repeat.
Mm-hmm.
After speech therapy, I needed something to repeat over and over, and so I guess my brain was drawn to lyrics and such because I needed to put something in the side worth repeating.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, I started writing like in high school and whatnot, but shoot, don't tell nobody. I think I stole my flow from Common. Somewhere between Common, Jay-Z, and Lil Wayne. I think. But for real. But yeah, and then reading and writing and trying to make sure you got something to say, something worthwhile. Um, but you know, and but as I was saying before earlier about the musicality and musicality of language and
Mm-hmm.
sounds and all. I mean, I play musical instruments too, but you know, I'm always listening to rhythms and things like that. It mentions different ways I can find them. But yeah, poetry found me in high school, and I'll be writing stuff, and yeah, I'll be writing stuff for this girl who was like my best friend or whatnot, and then she would end up putting them on paper with stationary paper and stuff on it and whatnot, and then I'd be passing poems to other people, and they'll read it, and they're like, I can't catch the flow. I need you to read it to me."
Mm.
And so, you know, that became I got to. But I will say, after studying poetry in college, the goal is to be able to have a poem that's good read aloud
Mm-hmm.
and when it's read on paper.
Mm.
I good poetry is finally walks that line of being. I mean, you know, you want to good poetry captures the human voice properly to where you
Okay,
can hear
so
the human
so
voice on the paper.
look, I'm glad you say that. You know, Shorty Rock, one of the most beautiful voices that's in Poetry Life League. Can you give us a piece real quick? Cause you know he spoke it up. So you know, hey, I gotta give you the center stage to let you do what you do. Shorty Rock,
Yes, sir.
go ahead and rock out.
Yes, sir. All right. Oblivion. Wildness to embrace the cold. A vacuum of space devoid of sound. Surrender to the darkness until it begins to feel like a home. where ambiguity starts to conflate the truth. Absence latches on like a babe, hungry, relentless, innocent, and you, unmothered, become its cradle, ready to sacrifice every inch of you for a purpose unseen. It's easy accepting oblivion, no weight to bear of returns, only embers that linger, stoking echoes that refuse to burn, suffering from interpersonal empathy gap, creating a version of a Frankenstein, a monster you are too terrified to live with, a conductor through an instrumental aggression, a maze of confusion, making the thrill of losing a battle solely in winning the wars, weaving and spinning fables into truths, the way straw can be turned to gold, forgetting the oldest law known to man.
Shorty Rock. Look, when you talk about voices, Shorty Rock voice is amazing. She keep you engaged and she pulls you into her poetry. Shorty Rock is more than amazing at that. So, Shorty Rock, why do you continue to do poetry at this state right now? Like I know you say you did poetry, earlier, but why you continue to do poetry?
Because it keeps me alive.
Mm.
Seriously, it keeps me alive. It keeps me sane. Keeps my mental literally going down the right path. Keeps my heart beating.
Mm.
It keeps me focused. Without it, I don't know where I would be.
Look, and I can tell you this. This, like I told everybody, the reason why I call this poetry life, because poetry changed lives, poetry saves lives, and it's like without poetry, I don't know where my mental state would be because poetry gave me ability to write and release all the energy, all the pain, all the hurt out of my mind that I was feeling. When you hold all that energy inside of you and it like that would make you sick. This what your body it breaks down your body, just that stress. But once you able to release that stress, put your mind on that pen and paper, even though if you felt like nobody would listen, that pen and pad listen. And it just feels so amazing when you can get that energy out of you. And that's the reason why like when we as poets we speak from a place that nobody may not understand, but we understand, look, it just hit different, you know.
Yeah, it definitely is different.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I mean I love poetry. Poetry is the reason why I continue to get up every day. You know, poetry didn't change my life and other people's life that I have encountered. Ever since I started Poetry Life League, it affected people in a major way. So and that's what Poetry Life is about. It's affecting people, and also letting people know that they not alone in a battle or journey, whatever they going through. K Spaz and been through some things that in his poetry he can make other people feel, what he experienced. That one poem you had, K Spaz.
Oh, wait. Is he home? Is he home? Does that mean
No,
he got the laptop? Laptop.
look, I'm at home, done changed clothes, the laptop right here.
Uh look,
Oh, so that means I don't have to wait no more. Yay!
look,
My surprise is over. Thank God.
look, K Spaz finna get ready to spaz out, man. Look, Shorty Rob, before we get space K Spaz on the ones and twos, before he get ready, before he
Yes,
get spit
sir.
his legendary poem. Hey, July 12th, Poetry Life League. Are
Yes,
you
sir.
ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
I am working on my bio. I
Mm,
have all of 2 lines. Yay! I'm working on it.
look.
But
Well, look,
but
man.
listen, but I have close to 60 some plus poems. Okay,
Mm,
so I got that
and you
better.
hear that?
Listen, I got more
Got
poems than I do my. I got more poems than I do my bio.
mm.
So that's better.
Brandon, what are you gonna do against 60 poems? She can close her eyes and dump in her bag and pick any one of those joints out. She got 60.
I'm gonna pick one poem that beat 60 poems.
Mm.
All you need is one. I mean,
Oh,
you
nah.
one,
Oh,
right?
nah. Oh, nah. He just like it's gonna be
He
tough.
he he's suiting tied up. He's sharp. Hold up.
Hey, K Spaz. Hey man, he be spazzing out, man. Have you heard of K Spaz before?
I'm new. I'm new.
Oh man, you in for a treat, man. K Spaz, man. You gonna have to, give him, what you do, man. Look,
Yeah,
What happened?
I don't, I think I just brought him over to Clubhouse. He's normally on TikTok with me.
okay.
What happened?
Uh, Brandon doesn't know about you. He doesn't know, he doesn't know because you're not on Clubhouse like that yet.
Oh,
Um, I told him you're on the TikTok with me. So,
yeah.
yes. So he'd have to come over to TikTok and come play with us over there to come find out about you.
Look, I need to get more into TikTok, but I just don't be having
You just be
enough
coming
time.
over there. You just be coming over there to troll and cause chaos.
I troll a little bit, just a little bit.
You just come over there to be trolling and stuff. That's it. You just come over there to be causing chaos.
Look, I like to have fun.
I know you do. That's what you just come over there for.
Look, a little chaos. Ruffle little feathers and go ahead and bounce out.
I know what you come over there for.
You know, just to start something. Create a
But
narrative.
I'll let you know when I'm feeling more up to the chaos moments. I'll let you know when I'm causing chaos, and I'll let you come over there and throw some smoke in the game.
Okay, okay. Well, why K Spaz? I guess I can give a poem.
While
Uh,
you get your life together, hurry up, sir, because we're waiting. Time is
I'm
money.
waiting on y'all. I'm
We
doing
waiting on
extra
you to
shit.
get your life together. We've been
I'm
waiting on
doing
you,
extra shit.
sir.
I'm waiting on y'all.
We
oh,
waiting on you to stop messing around. Stop jodiendo. Stop, sir.
I'm waiting on y'all.
We've
look,
been waiting on you. Stop
look.
moving around.
You have an audience. We here.
Hey, look. Look, I'm just waiting on y'all to let me know when y'all want me. When y'all ready for me to go.
Well,
Sir,
this
we
is what we're gonna do. We're going ahead and give you the center stage, man.
there.
It's on you.
All right.
Stop fidgeting.
What's good, y'all? My name K Spaz. Like I said earlier, I'm from Chicago. I'm only 26. It's a lot more of me to grow up into. Um, but yeah, this piece that I got tonight is a work in progress. Hopefully, it'll be ready for competitions. If not, it'll still be a piece that I do. It's currently untitled and it is a trigger piece. To be completely transparent, no, I did not have a conversation with anybody before I wrote this piece. I was sitting down and because I had my daughter over the weekend, I had a pacifier in my hand and I was looking at her bottom, and this thought just came to me. So y'all bear with me. But here you go. She said that she wonders if when she used the pacifier, it was to teach her how to suck. Tears in her eyes, rolling down her face, the flow of a Jordan, and the difference between a bottle and the passy is that the bottle gives you the burst. She's like, I've been dealing with it for a while, and I've gotten too far to think about it now, but this guy's birthday is coming up. She hears, good girl, and yeah, that's it. And it causes mental turmoil. There's nothing good about his celebration. Nothing has aged well. How she feels is who he is. Yuck, the scum of the earth. And it's frightening when it's getting closer to his birthday that everything reminds her of his smell, especially the garbage. She's in a hurry to take that out. And how she prefers plasterware over silverware because silverware sounds too much like the unbuckling of his belt. How she constantly says she's okay, but she's really crying out for help. She's been crying to herself for too long, thinking that no one would believe her truth about how for 9 years her uncle had been the one that was putting her through. 5 to 14 should carry life. 9 fucked up years that made the rest of her life not right. Having sex with anybody, but she ain't even intimate. She says that's a big part of why she's not even really intimate. Getting that one off is a painful pleasure to her, and she ain't even into it. But it's so many that's into her that has already entered her. And right before she thought that I wanted to enter her, she looked at me and said, love is a fallacy. See, her uncle would say, I love you, and then demeanor. So when I said I got love for you in a friendly way, she thought that I wanted to fuck, but didn't know that I didn't. And I just realized that I bit off more than I could chew, and I wish that she had did that too one day when it happened to her. And that's all I got for it so far.
Okay. You need to finish that. And that's the newest one you were talking about?
You gotta finish that one.
Yeah.
Real serious with that.
That was fire. That was fire. You most definitely got to finish that piece. That piece is needed. When I tell you that piece is needed, and a multitude of women need to hear that. Multitude of people need to hear that. Like you onto something. You talking heavy. Uncomfortable truths.
And that's crazy because I was asking people what they think I should title it, and somebody said something yesterday that actually stuck with me, and I forgot it. But uncomfortable truths will actually that'd be nice for this too.
Mm-hmm.
Uncomfortable truths. Man. Look, Brandon, what you think?
I like that poem. It made me think of this poem by Wood Harris that he did on Deaf Poetry. We were talking about how when he said something like some shit like she's used to dudes dumping shit, all kind of shit at her, and it make her not listen anymore. So much that I tried to sing a song to her, and my shit was true, but she stopped me. She wouldn't even let me be romantic to her. I mean, long story, I'm paraphrasing like a
Yeah.
motherfucking poem. But if you could look up Wood Harris on Deaf Poetry, he had like a black shirt, he had like a rose in his hand with a hat on. That shit is a good poem. It made me think of that one. But also made me think about Keisha's song by Kendrick Lamar. And Brenda had a baby.
Yep, Brenda had a baby.
So, look, so I gotta ask you a question. So, when you writing this piece and you're composing it, what is your mental thought? Like, what is going in your head?
So, like I said, I had my daughter over the weekend, well, not even gonna say over the weekend because it's only fucking Saturday. But I had my daughter yesterday, and I had her pacifier in my hand, and her milk bottle was sitting right there. And I had read something earlier yesterday about that type of situation, and that situation had crossed my mind, and I'm like, I know, I know a few females that have went through such traumas. You know what I'm saying? And it may not have been like this because this is how you know what I'm saying. I'm writing this is from my perspective. Like I said, I never had a conversation with anybody to say, you know what I'm saying, like that. That it was her uncle putting her through from that I was that
Right.
nobody would believe her truth. That it was her uncle putting her through. 5 to 14 should carry life. 9 years of her life. You know what I'm saying? Like I never had a conversation with anybody to say that. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But it's just something that I could imagine. And
Right.
with me knowing that I know females that have gone through this and they may not be comfortable enough to tell that they have been through it. There are some women that have went through it. So in my mind, I'm like, man, I just wanted to create something from my standpoint for the to put out into the world to let women know like it is a man out here that recognizes, you know what I'm saying, that this is a real thing and that we because I didn't like I said, I didn't get to finish it. But I started trying to get to her, and I was like, when I told her that I got love for her in a friendly way, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So it's like I'm trying to let them know, like, look, there are men out here that realize that this is something that's real. You know what I'm saying? And men like me, I want to let you know, like, end of the day, even with that, you still made in the eyes of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
that that's a part of your testimony. And it's sad that that's something that you had to go through. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to bring some encouragement into it. And then like I end up thinking about my daughter, like, damn, what if my daughter ever had to go through some shit like this? You know what I'm saying? And that was the scary part about it. I'm like, bro, I got my daughter pacifying her body right here. And I thought about that. I'm like, that's that was crazy to think about at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Man,
that
I got a poem kind of like that. It's called "A Girl Named Joy."
mm,
You know,
joy. That's ah,
you know, and and like that poem, I probably need to rewrite it, go over because I wrote that poem like in 2000 and I want to say 8. Wrote that poem like in 2008, and I'm like,
I'll say this. I'll say this. Don't rewrite it. Leave it how it is and just come with another one. You know what I'm saying? Because
or add on to it.
I wouldn't, if I wrote a piece in 2008, I wouldn't, in 2025, I wouldn't dare go touch that. I'll go look back at it and take some, pick and pull some stuff and see what you know what I'm saying?
Part
And just
two.
write another one. Because that's something that's original. That's damn near 20 years old.
yeah, that joint is old.
That's OG status. You feel me? You can't
Look,
replace that.
look. But you know, your poem it remind me of that song that poem that I wrote, "A Girl Named Joy." And you know, and I can tell you the concept of a girl named Joy. She was raped by her stepfather. Well, she was raped by her father, and she
Mm,
tried to tell her mother, but her mother turned her back on her and told her she was lying. She didn't want to believe her. And but then you know, Joy she started getting bigger. She started gaining more weight, but you know she was pregnant. So she tried to hide it because you know every time she used to tell her mother that her mother used to you know said she was crazy, was lying, and she trying to cause problems. So you know when Joy finally you know gave birth to the baby, I said she heard a bang and seen nothing but gun smoke. I said with no baby daddy, no father, she had no one to blame. And when she
mm,
gave birth, only name came to her was Pain. So she named
mm.
her son Pain. So I played off the you know joy and pain.
Joy and pain. I caught that in there. I caught that
So,
when you said a girl named Joy. I caught
so
that.
you know, so you know I kind of went through her whole life story when her went to strip clubs, prostitution, and all this other stuff, and raising her kid on her own. Then towards the end of it, you know, I started uplifting her, like, look, you know, you done been through all this, but you still made it here. You still living. I said a lot of people would try to get rid of pain, but pain you kept. So
Damn. Hey,
it's so
that's gnarly work right there.
and it's just at the end, it's like I don't know. I haven't heard that story, but I know, like you said, I know women that be in that situation.
Mhm.
You know, and it's like it's a fucked up situation. Some of these women, they don't have an outlet to to tell people. They keep all that inside. By you sharing your poem and putting it out there and give them an outlet, it make them feel like, okay, maybe I can speak up, maybe I can say something. You know, and that's why I say, as poets, we have a very important job, because when it's upon us to write something, we have to write it, because not only we need to hear it, the world need to hear that, because somebody out there need to hear exactly what you just wrote. That's a fact. Shorty, what you think about this piece? That kind of
I
sound.
think it's beautiful. I think
That look, that sounded kind of wow. Hold up, wait a minute.
no.
That sounded kind of wow.
But I think about his poem.
Yeah, what do you think about this poem?
I think it was actually very beautiful. I think it was beautiful, and I said it as soon as he got done. I need him to finish that. I need him to finish that. In fact, I'm gonna need him to stop coming up here with unfinished pieces on everything I love. Matter of fact, there's a whole group on Clubhouse called Missing Link. It is for unfinished pieces. They will actually help you finish your pieces. I'm gonna need you to find them and stop running in here with unfinished pieces, because I'm going to fight you. All right. On everything I love, sir. Stop doing that to me. You're hurting my heart. All right.
So
So help me God. Don't come in here with an unfinished piece and then spit that shit. You better have
I
integrity.
was look, I was trying to say that earlier, but somebody said
No, seriously, don't come in here spitting an unfinished piece. Like, seriously, like I will tweak out. That's my thing. I really don't even like until I even get to the part where I'm like, when I see, that's the thing. I don't even read them until I get to the word peace. Like, until I know I've got that word at the end of it, I don't even put it out there. Like, I can't even read it while I'm doing the editing part, because I'm tweaky, because I'm scared I'm gonna read the wrong word. So how can you get up here and not even have it finished, baby? Oh my God, I'm gonna tweak out on you. No, it's not finished. Finished it. I was listen. I can't even begin to do that. You're amazing. How do you do that? I would be like trying to
Look,
finish it in the mid thought.
look, it was amazing though. K Spaz,
Yes, I can't. But
you
I'm saying I
best.
can't do that, because I would feel like my thoughts would be running wild. I would be like, it's like opening Pandora's box to me.
So look, I got a question.
I can't do that. That is literally opening Pandora's box. Like, the moment I pick up an unfinished piece, it is literally opening Pandora's box to me, because my brain will go haywire, because I'm literally trying to finish it and I'm just going, my brain's loose. Like, there's no way on earth I can think a solid thought while I'm looking at an unfinished piece, and let alone hear anything else around me, because my head is just, now I'm open to all possibilities.
Look,
And it's like
hey,
I can
hey,
grab words from everywhere. So
look,
how can you do that
finish
shit?
it.
Is amazing. No way.
Look, K Spaz is amazing, man. He gonna have that piece finished by the end of the week, man.
No, he better have it done before the end of tonight. Fuck out of here. He better have that shit
No,
done before tomorrow.
no,
I got a test.
Midnight.
I got a test
Wait
due
too long,
before
gonna get right
11:59.
started writing it.
look. Who else got another a fire piece? Brand, I think it's on you. I think it's your turn around.
Yeah, we
One
go,
second.
we an hour in. He only allows us to play for 2 hours,
Yeah,
and
so
he ain't cutting us short tonight.
so we got another hour of poetry. Let's get into this poetry. Brandon, it's on you. Let me go ahead and give you the center stage and let you rock out one
All right. All righty. Um excuse me. Carden. All right, let's go then. Lord, no, that's too long. Um, 1 second. All right, all righty. All right, peep game. Um, she, she is the perfect conception of what a woman should be. She has instilled true love inside of me. She had me hooked from the first kiss. It filled me with pure bliss. Just thinking of that kiss inspired me to write this. Now, I don't know if it was the tenderness of her tender lips or the joy I get with my hands on the hips, but she got me wanting to get with her. On love's bench in this park of the world, I want to sit with her. If she smoke, then I'll get lit with her. She is what I want when I want it and whenever I need it. When I'm lonesome and full of love starved, I want her to be the one to feed it. She is as beautiful as 1,000 beautiful sunsets setting across 1,000 beautiful beaches, with 1,000 beautiful ladies at my side, with the sunlight shining over there, 1,000 beautiful booties. Yeah, yeah, I'll marinate on that. If you feel me or not, I know she got my back. When she tests me, it gives me a minor heart attack. She's a scent to make my lungs leap through my chest and send chills through my flesh. Oh yeah, I talk her a deep breath. When she comes around, I get to talking like a baby. She's my baby, but I want her to hold me like I'm a baby. Because I love her so much, I want to have her baby. Or I mean us have a baby. Let me do some rephrasing, or how about just some practice? Or not. I don't mind. I love everything about her, and I'm down for whatever she does or doesn't want to do. She's gonna be thinking of a relationship that will last as long as the sky stays blue. Whatever she wants me to do to prove I'm true, trust her. She wanted, I do. I trust with my life, and she could probably be my wife. When I'm with her, I perform at my best. But she is just she, and I ain't seen her yet. Thank you very much.
So man, that was fine. So when did you write that?
A long time ago.
Okay,
That was
okay.
a long time ago.
So what inspired you to write that piece?
Outcast
Mm.
and and some girl I was trying to swoon. I think I wrote that poem like that as it was, and then ironically I saw somebody on Deaf Poetry do a poem similar to that. Like
Mm.
after I had already wrote mine, but I was like a lot younger than that person was. I was like, wow.
So look, so that is a good question. So how many of y'all did heard somebody say like something similar to what you had said in one of your poems? And how did that make you feel?
Uh, I don't think I heard nobody say um some. Well, Ob West. He got a piece about his daughter. I think Rock put me on to it. Um, but it's crazy because I had been following Obi for a long time and I never heard this piece. But I'll say his piece about his daughter is uh, inf- his piece about his daughter would be part of the influence on the next piece that I write about my daughter because
It's
the way
inspiring.
he executes and his writing style, like to me, that's it's fucking amazing.
It's
And
inspiring.
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I can't wait until my pen become just as just as fucking
So
elite.
good.
You know what I'm saying? But man, I do have an inspiration for the next piece that I do write about going in that direction.
Look, I don't think I really heard anyone that says anything that I said. Like now, it's been a couple of words here and there. Now, I didn't heard people say, but like far as my cadence, my style, mimicking, no, I really haven't heard anyone like me. Look, I'm a one of a kind. I am him. I am Himothy, no other symmetry. No man colder than me standing on 2 feet, not even biblically. I can paint you a picture and you still won't get the imagery. Some people say I still have some fear in me. Why? Because I say I'm the best. Y'all stop being Walmart employers and became snipers because I put the target on my chest. Where's my thanks? Where's my gratitude? All I had done, and I still be getting attitude. I guess I made it. I guess I made the ceiling too high. And I didn't get a chance to get the attic too. And Frank, who mad at? Hold on. Hold on. Let me simmer down. Let me simmer down, man. You know, look, I can get into pockets, man. When I write, I write. You know, I ain't too many people that can write like me, man. Look, when I put that pen to the pad, I put the pen to the pad.
I'm saying
So I'm
I'm
that.
saying I've had people I guess say I've ruffled their feathers. Um I've irritated their souls in different ways. Um um
Well, Shorty Rock, give me a poem that you done ruffle somebody feathers with. Do you have one of those?
I've done that several times. I've done that a couple times. Um I've got several poems I've ruffled people's feathers with.
We need
Um
to hear one. We need to hear one of them. I need you to look into your notebook and pull out one of those poems that you done ruffle some feathers with. It's time to ruffle some feathers. Let's get into that real quick. Let's get into some honest truth, some uncomfortable truth,
um,
man.
oh,
I think that's the vibe of the night. Let's get into some comfortable truth.
a poem. Which one is I? Well, there's one that I did that has a history on this platform that you know of. That is what number was that? It is actually 25. Where is that poem at? It is actually the poem that I spit on a battle.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay.
Yes. It
Let's
was.
get into it.
Yes. So this is all lies. They told me I wasn't a poet, so I don't write. I read. I observed. A child is to be seen and not heard. They see, never hearing, only demanding, timid and mild, unknown, a spirit hibernating, not meant for control or chains. They told me I wasn't a poet. Yet roses are red and violets really aren't blue. This much is true. Lies of I didn't know how to love you enough. If I was raised right, I would know how to be a proper woman. That I should be ashamed of myself. I'm not that special. Greatly appreciate the fun facts of how I would never measure up, placed in the corner, forgotten, neglected, rejected, seeking something never to obtain. They told me I wasn't a poet, fighting to be heard over the masses, kicking and screaming for 15 minutes of fame. Fuck the praise. The need to write is something primal, tapping into a pressure pot. Words seeping out like rice boiling over the sides, spewing magma, burning my insides. They told me I wasn't a poet, building building worlds with monologues, connecting worlds and worlds with coordinated conjunctions. With so much imagination, you become part of my universe, teleporting fantasies into reality. Make believe is no longer impossible. They told me I wasn't a poet. I didn't realize poetry would save my life. To breathe a flow of words so melodically composed, a mic and a stage demand to be entertained. They told me I wasn't a poet. Too bad I didn't listen. Peace.
Too bad I did.
Man, that was fire. I love that poem. You haven't did that poem in like in a couple months, man.
I haven't done that poem since I won it against
Person that soon.
somebody since that person decided to plagiarize it.
Mm, nah, that is a fact. That is a fact. He
Yeah,
said he's not a
Somebody
poet.
tried to steal your piece.
yeah, he actually plagiarized it. I haven't performed that poem
Yeah.
since that day.
That's a fact.
That was the last time I performed that poem.
And it's fire. They told me I wasn't a poet. I'm glad I didn't listen.
Yeah, you should probably perform that more often. Then, I mean, well, make sure you get it copyrighted. You know, get a video of you performing it.
It's it's on YouTube and everything. The whole video, that whole day has been posted and everything. Even when he attempted to redo my poem and butcher my words, the whole day was posted.
Crazy. Crazy. But you know what though? Let me give a piece. What piece? Since we it's uncomfortable truth. Let me see what I got.
That's the uncomfortable truth. That's the uncomfortable truth.
Look, okay. See, let me see which one I want to go with. Let me see. Okay. Headshot. Bow. Another black man goes down by the hands of the KKK disguised as the police. See, they killing the controllers to make us weak. They even taking over our families by executing a black man so a young black man can grow up without a representation of a black man. So they can push their white agenda so we want to oppose them. See, I say sink or swim, fight until we break all limbs because they're not going to start shooting until they feel like they're done. Well, if they want to live by the gun, I'll make sure they die by one. You can't fight fire with fire. Way by the water. Until we drown them out. Kill one of us, we need to fire back at their whole family. Empathy? No, I'm trying to make you an amputee. Understand there's going to be some casualties, but we have to do way more than put George Floyd on a casualty. But I know they sound messed up, but we've been provoked. They've been killing us for 500 years. They want to point the gun and fire. So now they're finna get all the smoke. They went for killing us from ropes. They went for killing us from ropes, to lock us up with no hope, to instill us be broke. And then one was to get a little money and think it'll make some one of them. See, I say sink or swim, get down or lay down, because we'll never be one of them. We're Israel. We are chosen. That's why they hate us, because they not us. The Most High love us. That's why they hate us. We was in our own land until they stole us. Then they brought us here and tell us that they're going to give us justice. No, see, they lock us up and they kill us, so they justice them for just us. And it's crazy how we can't spend money with each other without trying to get over each other. Listen, y'all, my beautiful sisters and brothers, support the brother and not the other, because once we gain control of the narrative, but first, we have to understand our heritage. And yes, Black lives do matter, but it gotta matter us first. But first, we gotta break the curse, stop the hurt, because too many of our people are laying in the dirt. So stop letting them whittle into us into a mentality that lead us into fatality. But honestly, we way more powerful than we know. But they know. TK the Poet. Uncomfortable truth.
Tell us how you really feel.
Hey, it's the uncomfortable truth. We have to keep it $1, man.
Tell us how you really feel, TK. I don't think I heard that one before.
But that's the uncomfortable truth, man.
I don't think I remember hearing that one before at all. And I've been listening to you for a minute, sir. I feel like you've been holding out on me.
You know how many poems I haven't recited?
I feel like you've been holding out on me. Just like I feel like K-Spaz has been holding out on me since this is the first time I seen him in a suit. And I've been talking to this man for a minute. I'm like, you know what? I feel like y'all been holding out on me. I feel offended. You know what? Yeah, get your behind off camera, sir. I'm offended.
Look, K-Spaz, he's suited and booted, man.
I don't like either one of y'all.
Hey, man, look, K-Spaz, you're going to have to pop your collar real quick, man. You know what I'm saying?
Wait for a week again.
Yeah, pop that collar one time, man. Yeah,
Where he headed to, though? Where he headed to all fly shit, though?
Look,
First I gotta drop off this stuff for my daughter, then I got a formal event to get to.
Okay.
I'm going to wait for a week again.
I mean, what kind of formal event? Drug Dealers Anonymous?
Ooh,
damn! Back in my day, hey, look. Back in my day, that probably would have been this formal event, but nah. It's a celebration for it's a film production. They starting out. They starting they production,
Oh,
and one of the guys that run the open mic that I go to, he asked me if I perform for this event, and so I told him yeah. But they asked me to do uh Scared to Pray because the lady that run that's over the whole production, you know what I'm saying? She a church going lady, and she liked that piece. So yeah.
mm,
That's what's up. That's what's up. I
that's
dig it.
fine. Hey man, get your shine on, man. You a star, man. A star is born every day. Make sure you one of them.
Oh, most certainly. Thank you. I'm aiming for 'em. Shit.
But yeah, you know that piece I read when I first came in, that was brand new. I just wrote that 2 days ago. And
Mm.
y'all was the first one to hear it.
Look, I'm writing a new one. Let me see if I can pull it
And
up, man.
I got one
Oh,
that
better to the YN.
I got one I literally just finished.
Mm.
Real traumas of the mind. That one I just finished.
Yeah, I ain't ready for this one. This one I finished, man. I'm still writing this letter to the YNs, man. I gotta talk to them real quick, man. You know, I gotta talk to the youth. Respect the youth, but you know, I gotta talk to them real quick. You know, big bro gotta say so. You know what? You know what? I was hoping at the gym, and this dude talking about, "Hey, school, pass me the ball, school." I looked at him I'm like, "Bro, who you think you talking to? I am not school. I'm like big bro. I'm not even Unc. Don't even call me Unc. You talking about school? Pass me the rock, school. What? Are you good? Do I look like I'm school? I don't see no gray hair in like no
Wait,
no
what the hell is school? Oh wait, well you meant to call you old school?
yeah.
Oh wait, no, no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that at all. We ain't gonna be no.
I'm like, bro, that's
No,
disrespectful. Like
we
you
ain't,
gotta relax.
we ain't gonna be doing that, sir. At all. No.
I'm like, look,
I
man,
got a
look,
name. Listen here. I got a name. You either call me ma'am or ma'am
look,
or ma'am.
look. These kids
You call
don't
me matter of fact, you call me mama.
look.
That's what you can call me. I'll let you get away with that.
Look, these kids.
But other than that, you don't call me late for dinner, please, because anything else, I'm gonna call it find it disrespectful, and might stick my foot clean up your ass. I got menopause, and I'm not the right one for you. My hands are quicker than anything else, and I'm on a hairpin trigger. No, I'm not in the mood. Don't call me school. Don't call me anything other than mom, ma'am, or
I
late for
think
dinner.
it was
Matter of fact, if you call me late for dinner, I might fuck you up just on shits and giggles. Because depending on what's on the table, I really might fuck you up on shits and giggles.
not the shits and giggles.
Especially depending on who's in the kitchen. Because if you got somebody's grandmama tied to that stove, I might beat you half within an inch of your life. Because I might be hungry.
Look, I'm gonna bring up this one poet. I'm gonna play this one video for y'all, and it's one of the poets that was in the competition and last season. So
Is it that guy again?
no, it's a lady. I'm
Ooh, who we got?
uh, y'all might hate seeing her in a way. I'm trying to find other poets. I can't find my folder.
Because I'm
Okay,
going to read you my new one.
here we go. No, I'm gonna give you this one. This one is McFan.
Is this here?
This is Microphone McFan.
I have a poem for this moment.
Okay, go ahead. Drop one out.
I don't want to fall in love. I want to fall in like. In lust, let's fall in the trust. For once, let us take our time. I'm not in a rush. Can we become one mentally before we physically touch, or am I asking for too much? I just want your time. And it's crazy. Ladies that share their bodies but are afraid to share their mind. And I'm not looking for no fairy tale kiss and hug type of love. I want something real, like the brother of chance. And after all the bright lights and romance have died, the fireworks have finally fallen from the sky, her love will be the drug to keep me high, like fives. I'm always by her side, like her arms are. I'm in her corner, like three R's are. I love you where your beauty right past where your scars are. I want to love you at your worst, flaws and all. Yeah, I'm a Mac fan, but still she remains the apple of my eye. You know, Mac, Apple, I. Ask Siri. I'm so serious about you. We can kick it like Kung Fu, give my heart to you, like John Q. If loving you was wrong, consider me a crook. With no repentance, I'll face my sentence like I look at a book. You are my favorite chapter of this happily ever after. And we can unite minds as long as we have the right lines. And I can spend a lifetime just studying the curves of your words. As long as we're on the same page, I take my time and we slow. See, we've been blessed with nothing less than a life of paradise, like casinos, and we know that true love is hard to find, like good gas prices. That's what we have is priceless. That's why at night when you stay sleeping, I stay awake speaking blessings into your being, defeating any demon that come within your region while you peacefully dream, and like you always stay sneezing, I always stay blessing you. Praying that all of creation is protecting you, thanking God that I met with you, praying that He protecting you when I'm not next to you. You sexy little blessing you. You make me want to fall in like. In lust, in love, I want to fall in all into all of the above. I want something so beautiful that dreams could only dream of, have, and imagine. She yearns for me. A love that burns for me internally, eternally. Lovesick, infirmary. I want to look in your soul and see my reflection. No love and affection. A heart that doesn't hide behind lies and deception, so I don't need no protection. See, that's the best part. We don't use cheat codes like up, down, left, right, BA, select, start. No, that would be a contradiction of how we live it. Never giving me a reason to doubt you. It's like I have a PhD in uology, so I want to know everything about you. I want to take my time and learn your mind. Have mental sex with your intellect. Impregnate your emotion with devotion. See, commitment is nothing. Boys become boyfriends, but men become husbands. You probably think I spent my whole life just hiding from love. Nah, love, I just spent the lifetime waiting for you. Why would I give these other women something that was created for you? My heart was never mine before we met. I big gave it to you. It was just my job to protect and save it until you came to claim it. The word love simply can't explain it. My heart can hardly contain it. I have just no choice but to go with the flow and enjoy it in amazement. And whenever we facing any problems, we'll work it out. Like Zumba. She be my queen to be in me. I be her faithful king of Zamunda. You capture my heart like Kunta. And I want you. I want you to love me like I love you, like we love to simply sit and talk. Hold hands and take long walks to make moonlit memories. I want to lie in your mind for days at a time, and eventually I want to fall in like with you. Husband and wife, and spend the rest of my life with you. I was wondering if that would be all right with you.
I feel like I heard that before. Like just that last line, like I feel like I'm trying to see if that'll be all right with you. The whole concept sound familiar, but that ending, I'm like, man, what the fuck I heard this before, man.
No, that's Microphone McFan, man. He retired. He retired from doing poetry. He a real dope poet, man. Look,
Do you really think we ever really retire? I mean, like retire?
nah, I look.
Nah.
It's been times where I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna put this on the back burner, but I always write. I can never say that I'm gonna never stop writing because that's just a part of me. That's like me breathing or blood running through my veins. Like but writing is that important to my being of living. Like when I write, that's a part of me. Like it has to happen. Just like we wake up every day, get up and walk. Like it's something that's a part of me. I can't let that go. But I thought
You just actually
go
you just
ahead.
actually sparked something in my mind with that with what you just said. Y'all are here one day.
Hey man, look. And that's a good thing of like I say, like Michael Fulton fan, like he was a great poet and his material, his poems are omnipotent. But shout out to Michael Fulton fan. I just wanted to play that because that was a really dope piece that he had. So look, we in the last 35, well 30 or 25 minutes left in our segment, man. Look, let's talk about the Poetry Life League. Hey, we here. July 12th, everybody. That's right around the corner. We gonna get our jersey. Wait, we gonna see which team that we gonna be on. Man, we got the Red Dragons, we have Diagnosis, we have the Living Legends, and we have Bold Word. We gonna see which one of y'all gonna be on what team, man. So it's gonna be exciting, man. The colors of the jersey, the whole theme of it, the draft. Hey, it's gonna be crazy.
So wait a minute. The regions have their own specific color.
Yeah.
So I was looking at that
No, that's
I
just
was
one.
looking.
That's just one of them. That's just one.
Okay,
So
okay.
we have the Red Dragons. They red. You have the Living Legends. They silver or they gray. You have Bold Words. They're black, and you have uh Diagnosis, which is blue.
Damn, that make it kind of hard. That makes it kind of hard. Cause black, blue, and gray in that order, they're my favorite colors. Hence the suit. But okay, all right.
Look, you can be a living legend. You can be Diagnosis, or hey, Bold Words.
I'm gonna diagnose me a living legend with bold words. Okay.
Look, that's fire. But like I said, the whole concept of everything going down, with the stats of, how do y'all feel like, that each poem is gonna be broken down in different categories, different stats and stuff like that. What do that do for you for as a poet to know like, okay, these are my statistics in my poetry?
So for me personally, and I'm sorry that I'm steady saying something first. I'm just excited. For me, um, it'll show me, like you said, the areas that I need growth in. That's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on the areas that I need growth in, simply because I feel like my stage presence says enough.
Hmm.
Me as an artist, I feel like, yeah, my pen cool, my pen good, but I be hearing some people say some shit that takes my wig off. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And so excuse me, that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? See my areas of growth so that I'll be able to elevate myself and my writing as an artist. So that's what it do for me. It pinpoints where I need growth in so that I could actually work on those and ease up on my strengths, but make sure I stay strong in them. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right. Brandon, how do you feel about it?
Well, I will follow up with what he was saying. It definitely does give a way to if you just see how people are receiving your pieces. I mean, take some of it as constructive criticism. Because some stuff you may not agree with,
Right, right.
uh, giving your own artistic perspective and what you wanted the piece to do, et cetera, et cetera. But I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to the future of it and seeing poetry become more popular because it does seem like a lot of places with poetry, people are seeming like they like, yo, we got to be harder about this shit. I know somebody talking about they about to have an open mic and have a Sandman at the joint. At a
Wow.
poetry open mic or something. People were trying to push people to get better with writing and performing, and it does seem like that's the current atmosphere, and so it seems like we right in line with what's going on, and especially taking it as more seriously, and especially with statistics and stuff like that, making people take it more seriously, like it's a actual sport and something that with statistics you can definitely track your growth.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say that you're not tracking your growth.
Right, right. Because at the end of the day, numbers, you can see the numbers. You can't argue against numbers. Like if you getting consistently like a 2 or consistently getting a 3, like okay, what can I do to bring that 3 up? Because for the last couple of matches, I've been getting a lot of threes in this area. So it's like okay, I got to bring this up a little bit. So like for instance, that's your mindset. Let's say that you got a poem and the highest score that a judge can give you is 25, right? So what happened that judge give you like 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 a 10 or a 9? Because that's almost like all twos. That's like all twos down the board. To get a 10 is you got to get all twos down the board. Like
You
what
gotta
would
take your ass back. Take my ass back to the drawing board immediately.
mm,
Imme-
Fine. I don't know, man, because the judges, um, I feel like if I was a judge, even though I have a rubric, like some people feel stronger about certain things that's in the rubric. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Some people may not care about that. You know what I'm saying? And so that could possibly sometime affect the judging. But well, if an artist is to ever get scored like that, and I don't mean this in no bad way, go back to the drawing board.
Look,
Go
respectfully.
every everything that they just gave you tools in. Those are your points of growth. Those are the areas that you got to go back to the drawing board and be like, all right, what can I do to enhance this, to enhance my score? You know,
But look, I'm
look,
not gonna hold you. I was at this one, my first, I think it was my first poetry slam, and I did a piece, and I felt like the piece was fire. But
I'm
one
saying we
judge
love
gave
it.
me, he gave me a 3 out of a 10, and I'm like, you gave me a 3 out of a 10? I'm like, bruh, you cool? I really wanted to say, look, I need to holler at you outside because I really low key think that you really hating like that to give me a 3. So, but I had to sit back but look, I'm not gonna hold you. When he gave me a 3, that kind of shattered my confidence a little bit because I'm like, I thought I was going off, but I had to sit back and really think about, okay, I was speeding through it. I didn't have my breaking point. I was all on monotone. I was rushing, trying to hurry up and get through it. So my deliverance wasn't there. So later on, I'm like, okay, I probably did deserve that 3 because it wasn't the best. You feel me? So, but I had to go back and go back into the lab, took what he didn't even tell me nothing. He just raised up a 3. So I had to take that in silence. So I had to go back and really realize, okay, what was the reason why I got this 3? And so I had to improve on that. So, that's why I be telling like, look, if I just give you a low score, hey, that's something that means you do something you need to work on.
Okay, you could have showed them the first battle that ever touched this platform.
Oh man, we got time for that. Hold up. Oh, do y'all want to see the first battle? Hold up,
Yeah.
hold up.
hold on, wait.
Do have a clip of that. Hold up.
I do got one more that I could do before we close.
Okay, okay, go.
We all want one more before we close.
Okay. Oh well, then we gonna have to show that video next time because it's
Yeah.
almost 15 minutes in. So we're gonna
Okay.
go give a one good round again. Then later on, if y'all want to see that match, I'm gonna drop it in the group. Y'all look, y'all already know. Just check it
Yeah.
out in the group. But we're gonna go one spin around. But we're gonna start off with K Spaz. K Spaz, go ahead and do your thing. Yeah, me.
Uh, so this the piece that I'm about to get ready to do is called Scared to Pray. Shit so fucked up, I'm scared to pray because I don't want God to feel used. It's like I only call on him when I'm going through obstacles and confused and abused. That's how my heart feels. This pain is equivalent to heart attacks, aortic dissection, pulmonary embolisms. Like, like how your heart down, you need that for your soul to shine. See, to be aware is to be alive. The heart and mind do not align. In my relationship with God, my nigga just been out of line. So obviously, I need to realign. But this really ain't even about God. This about me and my decisions. About how I'm steady needing blessings, but I'm fucking up the vision and how it's crazy because I know I need to go back to God. But what about when I get good again and then I stop praying? Picture this when they be saying, when you lay with dogs, you get fleas. So when you make your bed, my nigga, you must lay. And you can just do it, Nike. Have a staple singing devil on your shoulder, like let's do it again. Or you might even have a Leah in your right, like we can dust it off and try again. And then you would get lost in a cycle because everything around you gonna lead you back to you. And you could try to minimize yourself in that corner if you like to, then oops. Everyone around you gonna see you in a place where God wasn't trying to bound you. See, I ended up there. But while I was there, I overheard a song that was trying to tell me to be encouraged. While I was going through trials, tribulation, and turmoil, shit got so bad I started crying every day. But I realized that sometime it's gonna take for me to have courage to even take encouragement, like them phrases. Keep your head up. Keep going. You got it. Nigga, please. Try me if you want to. Yeah, you David size, but you Goliath in your mind, my nigga. You can't even beat me. And when I hear that, God, it make me realize how much faster I need to come back to you. No matter how weary, wounded, beaten, battled, or scorned, like Smokey Norfolk, fight through and fight through too. You see, God, when I lost my pops, you know I became the biggest sinner. But that was just one decision. After making the decision that I was going to stop going to church at a younger age anyway, but growing up, I realized every tub has to sit on its own bottom. And if I was to take that to church, I'll tell a motherfucker, hey, every sinner got to see God for themselves. So while I'm still here living, I'm realizing that all of my actions have repercussions. I've been going through it obviously because I've chosen to. I started to pop pills to not feel, so I probably may never really heal, but I do understand that if I want to move forward, I gotta take a step and plant first via my heel. So the decision to run instead of stand in and be a man is old. And I'm gonna come back to church because that's not something that's new. It's just something that I got to revisit. Thank you.
That was dope.
Hey, K Spaz, you be spazzing, you be writing. Like for you to be 26 and you writing the way you write, like that is amazing. I ain't gonna hold you. Like you're
I
way
appreciate that.
beyond what you supposed to be doing right now.
I appreciate that. Real for
Like mental people don't understand how strong your mental is. And you know and what you're displaying in your writing ability, like it's amazing.
Thank you. Thank
Look,
you.
because I wasn't there at 26. I ain't gonna hold you. What you're talking about, I wasn't even on that. So you know what your mental and how you writing is pure amazing. Brandon B, man. Hey, you got another one before we go ahead and kick
Yes, I do.
up out for here? Okay,
Yeah,
let
I
me
got a
go ahead
poem.
and
It's a shorter poem, but yeah. All right, bet. Hit him up. Here we go. In every canvas I see mirrors of the universe. Am I looking at you or you looking at me? I know we're in the jungle, so I practice at seeing the forest and the trees, the animals inside, the beasts, birds, and bees, gangsters from the gators, the hawks from the haters, the life of the tree inside the paper, all while praying for forgiveness from the creator. I wanted to study freedom, but all the summaries were all the same. Randomized dungeons, but we all playing at the same game. Mother Earth love be universal. We all gaming at the same game. Had to retire my necklace, no longer enslaved on the chain gang, so I could scope the gem inside my heart when we construct my brain frame. Word to the holy mothership, our gracious governess. May we never leave her with the shame, metal metaphors to rack up better scores, frequencies and waves we crashing on, freshest beaches bringing better shores, all the ways we all the way up, how we amplified, ran to the clouds because they could never damp the sky, drops from Jupiter's vegetation from Venus, the drop from Jupiter, vegetation from Venus. The dope was still sticky when I got my suit from the cleaners.
He said it. Dope. Oh man, yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Fire, man. Look, I can't wait. I can't wait. This is gonna be exciting. Like 23 matches. 23 matches, B. What's your record? What you think your record is gonna be out of 23 matches? You don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all only know the poets that's inside the group. I know y'all probably haven't heard everybody spit, whatever. But you know, you got 23 matches. How many matches are you willing to lose?
Zero.
You asking all us?
Yeah, this question goes to anybody.
How Zero.
Many matches? Zero. I like
you
that.
asked. Look, you asked us how many are we willing to lose?
Willing to
Zero.
lose.
Zero. I'm not willing to lose none. But I do understand and respect that, you know, not everything may go my way. So if I was to get at a fair chance, I'd say I'd probably go 17 out of 23. 17 or 18 out of 23.
That ain't bad. But you know what though? Like I tell poets, you cannot take a day off because all the points matter. All your points matter. Every single point that you get from every poem, it matters to your total score at the end of the season. It matters to your region who has the highest point count in out of the 4 regions. So every point does matter. So by you say, well, this person they probably gonna take it. So I'm a slack off. Then you get all 2s across the board or all 1s across the board. That kind of hurts you. You got a 10 out of 25, that's 15 points. So then you got to think about it. If everybody get you 2s, that's 60 points gone from your total score. So you cool with you losing 60 points because you want to take a day off?
To some extent, I don't care. I mean, like, especially when I was in college, I spent time. I'm in class and get an A on the poem. I mean, take time on it and get A on poem, and then take it to the slam, and people not like it, and like whatever, like fuck them. I know I work hard on it and
Right.
shit. Like fuck you if you don't understand, if you don't think it's good enough to you. But how many books you done read this week? And I mean, so hey, I'm take it with a grain of salt because they say the average the newspaper is written for 5th grade reader level right now.
No, that's a fact.
So if the judges ain't no avid reader, they might not,
Yeah, what happens?
Things might go over their head.
What happens if our vocabulary is too much for them? It goes over their head. What happens if we're too much for them?
I mean, for real.
Well, I got some pretty good judges. I think they equipped with the big words.
All right, so I'm saying, okay, so a couple of you guys, so Brandon over here did one erotic. I think I want to give him back an erotic tonight.
Let's go, Shorty. Rockets on you.
This is Serenade. Baby mine, don't you cry. Baby mine, dry your eyes. Rest your head close to my heart, never to part, baby of mine. Baby, will you allow me to be the yin to your yang, the moon to your sun, the water to your fire, soft buxom breast to meet with your hard, sculpted chest, swirling, twisting, contorting, conforming into each other, never breaking the gaze, unwavering control over me, seeking the radiant heat, emanating, oozing, seething from every pore, opening me to the ravenous appetite of your mouth. Your transgressions disappear into the folds of my legs, straddling your face, honing your mouth, drinking me in until there is a pulse in my womb, a direct connection to the rhythm of the pressure in your tongue. You touch me like you know me from an ancient love of another lifetime lost, only rediscovered by gravity, hurtling stars together without hesitation. Drink from the river that teases at the dam that holds back the cream, awaiting to baptize you. Reverberations from vibrations of motions, intensifying and stimulating senses, contracting nerves, quaking and rupturing walls, mental foreplay, manipulation of your tongue, claiming every electrical impulse, muscles flex with each and every breath you take. Infinitesimal tattoos left inside me, reminders of your touch. My essence, fattening the well that welcomes your tongue, searching me like a pen draws in a refill, ready to unleash its load, spilling a calligraphy of scripture, praising for your knees. I'll make love to you like you want me to. Please consume me like I'm your favorite meal. Push me to my limits, allowing me to be ever so naughty and nice for you. I eagerly await my turn to reciprocate every indulgence, sampling you from head to toe.
Shorty, your delivery amazing. The performance,
Yeah, she's such a performer.
her performance, top tier.
Thank you.
I greatly appreciate that. But look, man, we at the end of our show, man. I greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and everybody that was a part of it. Brandon, Shorty, Rod, K Spaz. Man, look, y'all did an amazing job tonight. I greatly appreciate y'all coming on here and just and doing y'all ones and twos and stuff like that. So next time, man, look, next Saturday we gonna, keep it rocking and stuff like that. And we might start doing stuff on Sunday too, maybe Saturday and Sunday where we gonna keep it up and keep some more poetry going on and and just and vibe out. You know, I might bring back poetry after dark, started at 10 o'clock at night and just do, erotic poetry, it's late night. Anything goes late night. So, I might bring that back. But I want y'all look, poetry after dark. But I'm gonna bring each one of y'all up. Y'all tell the people who you are, where you from, and we gonna head in and get up out of here, man. I'm gonna start with Brandon. Brandon,
I'm Brandon Basil coming out of VA. I'm on TikTok and stuff as DJ Quote Boy 13. Got books on Amazon under my name also. Thank y'all for having me. We look forward to more poetry times moving forward. Peace out. Peace and love, y'all.
Okay. And we got Shorty Rock. Tell the people who you are and where you're from and where they can find you at.
Hello. I am Shorty Rock out of North Kakalaki. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube under Poet Shorty Rock. Peace, love, and hair grease.
Peace, love, and hair grease. And y'all already know who it is. It's TK the Poet. You already know, so you ain't got a quote. And if I spoke it, you already know what that means. Y'all wrote it, and we out. Poetry Life League. Hold on. Poetry Life League. Y'all know what it is. July 12th is going down. Hey, y'all know the vibes. Get at me. Poetry Life League, Facebook, YouTube, all that. But yeah, we here. And
get the money with you or with you not. Get the broken with it with the pop. Your corn, I invest up in the stock. Left everybody went straight up to the top. Don't care like me or like me.